Welcome back to Trekyards, guys. He's Commander Cockings.
He's Captain Foley.
And we have an Orion ship to talk about today. In the latest episode of Lower Decks, we got a Orion ship that got destroyed, sadly, at the beginning. And we want to look at it and talk about it.
I think it's fair to say, Stuart, we got a new old ship.
There you go.
There you go. Couple of good views, couple of good comparisons. Yes, here it is. To me, but again, I am part of Trekyards, and I know these things. It looks like a nice redress update of the Orion ship from Enterprise, the one that fought the Bird of Prey in that one scene. And that scene by scene, I think, is only in like 5 shots. So it pretty memorable in terms of its being unique, but not in a lot of Star Trek, so you'd be forgiven for forget it. Now, of course, that is an Enterprise era ship, so it is very old, but Klingons also use Birds of Prey from Star Trek 3 and to 3 weeks ago, so not necessarily against it.
Yeah, and designed by John Eves. This one, seen this one many times at Wonderfest. There's a great kit of it out there. My buddy Blappy also built one, which he was going to have John Eves sign the base at last Wonderfest, and he forgot to get that done. So anyway, this one looks a little different, though. It's got the main shapes. The colors are different, and it's got spikes and then clamper arms on the bottom, which are a new addition, I think, which actually look exactly like the ones that the Packlids are using. So that's a nice tie-in.
It feels gently inspired by the Packlids. It's the simplest, minuscule addition, but hey, because it's actually an Orion raiding vessel, right? We've had many episodes and many seasons now with Stranger Worlds as well, saying, not all pirates. Bad to pirates. So, or at least wreckage maker finders. And the spikes, they're amusing to me. It's the Hedgehog Orion ship. I do love the paint scheme, though. I think that's a really fun, because normally Orion ships are green, but they don't have to be green. But I think it's nice. A lot of glows, which I know are not on the original. Especially as probably a bad choice, personally, I would say, to have clearly the windows and the non-windows the same light. Guys, don't do that, because, if you're trying to say this is visual canon, what are you trying to tell us here? And that I guess every glow has a neon filament around it, because it's nonsensical, and it's a small thing, but it does hurt the art design a little bit. But Stuart, the next shot is a great duo. What are your thoughts on the overall design? And what do you think, Stuart? What do you think?
Well, I've never been a fan of this design, honestly. Sorry, Mr. John Eves.
Really? How come?
I don't know. It's just something about it just bothers me. I don't like the forward swept wings and how skinny the ship is. I don't know. It's hard to pin down. I kind of like it better with the clampers on the bottom, honestly. It gives it a little bit more dimensionality. But, from the back there, that bottom shot looks very much like it could be a Romulan design, like the bird motif with, like, even the feet. So it's quite, and I'm glad it wasn't green for that reason. That being said, all the glows are green, as you said. There are there more engines than the original one?
We'll find out.
Okay, we're going to do a comparison. Good. Yeah, I think it's an all right design, and the rusty kind of pirate shippy feel to it with all the spikes and everything is a nice touch. It's not the Orion military or the standard Orion ship, as you said. It's a pirate vessel. Yeah,
and I've overall liked the ship in the past because it is very sleek. I mean, it does ring as a fast attack ship. It's called the Interceptor in the show. So there you go. I mean, if a race is designed for pirating, where you need to be in and out quick with lots of weapons, and this fits the bill really well. Speaking of bills, it's amazing how those talons now make you feel like a bird. Clearly, they thought we can progress this from sort of just a pointy, sleek ship to you have the spikes. You make the beak feel like a beak. I don't know how, but it's really bird-like now. It's kind of shocking how that affects the overall vibe. I think it's actually quite neat. And it wouldn't be a hard kit bash of the original one. Next shot, though, is if you blink and you miss it, quick, bright frame, just kind of get the bottom. Not a ton learned new here, but just want to bring it in. Because we want to look at comparisons, Stuart. So, of course, this is the real studio model from back in the day, Pierre Droulet Orion ship. Clearly a more detailed show asset, of course, it's a TV show asset designed for close-ups. The other one's a cartoon asset designed for close-up, designed for cartoon things. Both very different and very the same. Thoughts?
Yes. Well, as you said, it's an Enterprise era ship, so this one has probably been through a few refits along the way, or additions, and then you can see them there. You can see the main ship, the main shapes are there, but the additions of the spikes on not only the top but also the side there. The side ones kind of hide the looks like an intake on one of the lower engines, and the addition of the green lighting. Like there's a little bit of build up at the front, which is a little different, but definitely a modified version of the original.
Yeah, it's 85% the same, but they've just changed the front sort of 30% by adding more of a cowling, and the spikes clearly have a bolt below them. So it does change the vibe, actually. It's far less sleek, and it's far more bird-like. It kind of gives it that feel, although you can see my problem with the windows, that you lose that as being windows. But hey, very, very faithful replica. Well, I like the fact they've gone so far as to obviously lower the greebly amount because they don't need it. But there's still the cutouts on the wings where greebly should be. There's just nothing on them. And as I said, way more glows that don't mean anything because there's... What are those front glows? Don't know. Shut up. Okay.
Glows look good, though. I like them.
I don't like those, though, personally. But the next shot, though, is the back. Yes, same engine, same design, same everything. Great recreation, great replica. And hey, if the design works, refit.
Yeah. What did you feel about the addition of the clamper claws on the bottom, though?
Yeah. Oh, it gives a lot of style to it.
Especially for a pirate ship. They would go above another ship, lock onto it, and just loot it.
You don't need them, obviously, because no ship ever really has had them. But yeah, I absolutely think they're a nice, weird, random addition that kind of work. But yes, same thing. Really good recreation. I mean, with Eagle Moss, obviously, orthos exist. These things aren't hard to replicate, right? Anyone can get the digital or physical version. I'm sure. Say, I want to rebuild this. Okay, let me just buy the Eagle Moss one for £11 online. Look at it. Like, these things are easier to rebuild than ever before. So they did, and it's a great job. Next shot is the underside, which is again same, but you can see the cowling. What's funny is that they've it almost feels like they didn't want to build the greeblies on the edge because, often the shape can be easier than the greeblies. The greeblies are all, little shapes times 50. Yes, you can mirror them, but whatever. So adding the extra cowling detail changes the entire shape, actually, of the front third, but skips all the greebling, which is kind of funny.
And it's interesting, too, because, as we said, it looked a little more bird-like now with the clampers on the bottom being like feet.
Way more bird, yeah.
They toned down the beakiness of the front. The original one looks much more like a actual bird of prey beak. Not a
classic Romulan.
Yeah, complete with even eyes, little squinty eyes. So they made it less bird-like at the front, but yeah, it's quite interesting. I prefer the older way. I prefer the older style front end, honestly.
Well, I think that the front one the top one looks nice. It's kind of like a upward knife that gives a better bird vibe from the top, whereas clearly from the bottom, the original works better because it's literally a beak. But I'm pretty happy with this ship. I think it's a good design overall, and as we always say, use the cannon, but also if you want to put the time into redress, kit bash a bit, add some details. Hey, go wild.
Yep. So we learned more about the Orions. Got a new ship. That's kind of neat. So anyway.
And there is also, just to be fair, the other Orion ship in the background of the other shot. But it is the same thing. Didn't really need a whole video because it's like, there's the Orion ship. Cool. It's all good.
Well, let us know what you guys think of this ship design in the comments section down below. Did you know it was the Orion ship from Enterprise? Yes or no? Let us know. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any content that we do. And please join us for lives where we discuss this kind of stuff and much, much more.
And you can support us directly via Patreon. It's a monthly service, or join the channel, also a monthly service. Any and all donations per month is what keeps the show going because we want to keep doing it for as long as we can, but that involves you guys directly. The ship lovers are few and far between, but boy, we're passionate, so support us if you can. One-time donations, of course, via super chatting, via a live super thanksing during any video like this one. Thank you. Or PayPal, trekyards@hotmail.com. Any and all, thanks in advance.
So until next time, he is Commander Cockings.
He's got a Foley.
Bye, everybody.